2025 is coming to a close, and over the past year, we have had some wild takes.
Stuck behind Trent. This guy is low-key going to be a world-class right back.
Is it gonna be world class before or after Trent leaves? Like when you see that
Trent
window?
leaves. I actually would not be that. If obviously Trent leaving is never a good thing, but you do have a pretty good insurance plan.
And with so many posts this year, we've asked our patrons to help us find the absolute worst takes of 2025. Boys, are we ready?
We're ready to get into these horrible takes, Millie. But before we get into that, if you guys want to start the new year off right, make sure to check out our Patreon. Link is down below in the description. If you guys head over to our Patreon and sign up right now, you'll get access to over 50 of the videos already posted on there, dozens of hours of content, including weekly Q&As, Team of the Months, extended podcasts you won't find anywhere else on our channel. And if you sign up to the top tier, once a month, we drop a Patreon exclusive YouTube video just for the real ones. So if you guys been enjoying the content and want to see more of it, make sure to check out our Patreon. Link is down below in the description. Now back to the video. Now that that's out of the way, Millie, show us the first take.
So boys, let's start it off with an absolute heater. This is from our podcast. Where does Manchester United rank among some of the best clubs in the world?
At the 3 spot, and it might be a little controversial. Got Barcelona.
I have Barcelona.
Barcelona 3.
Barcelona 3.
No, that's...
And I think that's
crazy.
fair to say.
Millie?
Okay,
Millie?
now you were doing so
Millie?
good with
Yeah.
Why?
everything.
Millie, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I could see why they could be 2. It was a toss-up for me. It was a toss-up.
But you're talking about
I
recency.
can't fucking believe this.
Yeah, recency.
Barcelona has been more a better rounded team recently
I can't
than
believe
Man United.
this. I cannot believe
But
what
again,
the f I'm
the level of dominance
Barber.
in the past, the level of dominance.
Barcelona has bigger level of dominance than Man United.
Bro, I'm
Bro,
trying.
you better give
have
him
the
a,
best
you
player
better
ever.
give him a something after this podcast.
I agree, but Manchester United in the 80s and 90s and 2000s were one of the most unstoppable teams ever.
Yeah.
Barcelona,
Tough watch.
unfortunately, and we know this. Barcelona in the 80s and 90s were somewhat in turmoil.
Horrendous take.
I see nothing wrong with that take.
I'm putting that in low-key cooked.
I
What
think
has
I think I cooked.
Saying Man United is bigger than Barcelona is crazy to me.
Millie,
Especially
that
in
was
recency.
your
In
worst
history?
take ever.
Brother,
No,
you
Di Marco
guys
one
had
is bad.
Ajax in this list. Right now, I'm sorry.
Firms had Milan 3 above Man United, by the
Like
way.
that to me, that
As we should
that
be.
deserves more of a shout. No, I don't want low key.
Millie, because
Bro.
yours is completely unprovoked.
Yeah, I was
I don't even know if you believe
honestly,
it.
Not even
honest
Varvar
opinion.
put it.
it's funny because this is a Millie entry. It's not even a Varvar entry where we had the same exact opinion. But honestly, I was just shocked at the glaze that was shown to Man United.
What
to
was
be
your
honest.
justification for putting them second?
You
had
it's just
said-
Man United.
'cause
The
you're a Man
size
United
of the
fan.
club is just
No,
bigger.
not real. Because you off camera, you probably
Well,
even
I
on
probably
camera.
have them around equal, but Man United is just bigger on the grand
Yeah,
scheme.
but Varvar spoke commercially as well. I think you're talking about
Varvar said
footballing.
he only put them over Barca because he's a Manchester United fan. He said there's no other justification. That's why he was shocked
Nothing,
when Millie
But
put it.
again, I also said if you wanted to interchanged them, I wouldn't be upset either.
But the fact
like
that
I
you
could
put
acknowledge
Manchester United above them.
Yeah, but I can acknowledge someone putting them second. But I just preferred Manchester United second over Barcelona.
That cop out, in my opinion, makes it even worse. So I'm putting it in absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, this is really bad.
This is my least favorite take of yours,
I'm
Millie.
putting it
Absolutely
in low-key
horrendous.
cooked, so I would say just put it in horrendous.
No,
You can put it in horrendous. I honestly
gotta be
think
high. This is
What do you think,
absolutely
Firms?
absolutely horrendous.
I'll put it
It's
there.
low-key cooked, bro.
Bro, especially in recency, like we've witnessed greatness at
This is part of
Barcelona with
history.
Messi, Neymar.
Bro, Barcelona in 10 years are going to be broke and they're going to be in fucking La Liga B.
Honestly, boys, I think horrendous is a little tough. If you want to say it's a bad take, I'd put it in egregious then. I think I cooked, but I mean egregious if you want to find some middle ground there.
And I remember all the Barca cucks in the comments of this podcast.
Bro, they got
It wasn't Barca cuck. It wasn't Barca. It was
Footballing
football
fans.
fans.
Yeah.
It was just football fans. That you can't let that shit slide. This might even be my personal 2025
People don't like to
worst take.
speak about it. Barcelona are really not that much of a historical club.
Okay, on to the
Okay,
next.
now you're
Modern
rage
history,
baiting. Now you're
modern
rage
history,
baiting.
they
Next.
cook.
They
That-
also did say Liverpool was bigger than Manchester United in England, which was
No, nowadays.
false.
Nowadays.
However, that take might actually get the take you just said might get put onto this list.
You're getting put on a different list.
Yeah.
Getting put on a shirt.
So my Man United take will be going in the egregious tier, gentlemen. The next one, Ballon Firms. You're gonna have to explain yourselves because we have a bit of Gyökeres action.
Whether it goes to Arsenal or Juve, both
Holy
need a
cringe,
striker,
bro.
and I'll be happy with both. The squad fit is why this transfer got such a high rating for me, because I think it's a perfect squad fit for Arsenal. But ability-wise, before you say anything, Varver, I gave him the same ability as Zabarny, so
So an 8.
8.5 for ability.
I had Gyökeres quite high on every aspect because I think fits Arsenal like a glove. He's physical. He's ready for the Prem, in my opinion.
OJ glove.
Unlike Ekitike, who has not proven much, Gyökeres will be that
I
guy
think
in
it's
the
a tad
Premier League.
expensive.
I mean, fits like a glove. It's the first true striker they signed in
Yes,
Arteta's career. So obviously,
they're signing a true striker, and it's not even the right true striker.
you
They
in
don't-
this?
They didn't even pick the right striker. This brother is literally the definition of a counterattack merchant, and Arsenal
do not
play possession football. So literally, the squad fit was all right for me just because he's a
Bro,
striker.
just because
it's
he played on a
7.5.
counter-attacking
7.5,
team,
exactly.
just because he played on a counter-attacking
8 on
team
ability?
doesn't mean that he's a counter-attacking
Oh, brother,
striker.
you are not aware. I've watched, trust me, I've watched more Gyökeres comps than you can believe.
watch football?
Every fucking scouting report out there possible.
Because he played on a fully counter-attacking team.
Everything. This brother will not fit well at Arsenal. I gave it a 7.17. He's not gonna
Crazy.
light up. He's not gonna
Crazy.
light it up and be the. He's gonna score 15 goals, 15, which is decent. Is this an oracle shout or is this?
But I do see that you put ability 8, and you call him ass at football.
Because he just completely doesn't fit Arsenal.
But listen, you put 7.5 as
We're not
fit.
shitting on me here. I was the
but
oracle
like,
here.
But like, don't call yourself oracle when
This is
those are
oracle.
good
No,
stats.
but this
that
is
you put.
oracle.
You gave
give
good
it a
stats.
7.
This is that's
an
not
A
good
tier, B
stats, bro.
tier.
That's not good stats. That's a C tier transfer.
yeah, but you could also. You had to give credit because at the end of the day, he scored like 50, 60 goals.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I saw through it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, like he has the goals to back it up. I could see why you bought him, but did he really have it?
But you didn't see through Cunha or
Look,
Wemo, so...
That's blind.
The little glaze sesh 8.33. You guys were very wrong. And if I had to put one here,
I'd
I'm
say-
going absolutely horrendous.
No.
He really is that bad. He really is that
It's an
bad.
absolutely horrendous take
No,
because
it's not.
everything that
A
we said did not
70
happen.
a 70.
But I'm gonna say like he was very highly rated here. I still believe he could bag a lot of goals.
I
Just
agree.
it hasn't happened at Arsenal. And
Oh, I can change her. I can change
the
her.
situation.
Listen, Millie
It's
putting
like
Man U
egregious.
second.
It's
yeah, I
egregious.
find that crazy. Now that's the basis.
If that's our basis for egregious,
Saying Gyökeres is good at football is worse than saying
this
Man
is
United
this
second.
is not that
No.
bad or egregious at most.
yeah,
that.
I would
It's
put
egregious.
this.
It's egregious, bro. Man United was like 2 or 3. Yeah, I didn't put
Millie,
him.
he's played in like 7 or 8 games
And he's been ass in all of them. I don't know what to tell
No, but
you.
he's played like 10.
He
but
doesn't
still.
look like a professional footballer. He doesn't.
Hoyland didn't either, and now he's balling out on Napoli, scoring game winners versus Milan.
That's guys. They make the Serie A jokes themselves. They make the Serie A jokes themselves. Like we don't even need to try to make Serie A banter anymore.
Sometimes players just don't. They're just not good fit at the squad.
Yeah,
Just
well,
not good.
that's the take that he was going to be a good fit. So it's a bad take, but
It's absolutely
to me,
horrendous.
it's not worse than Man United, bigger than Barcelona.
So
can put
egregious, but before, like, but the Man United one first.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm good with that.
I'm good.
crazy.
So we have 2 takes in the egregious tier. We're gonna have to see which ones are the absolute worst takes. But gentlemen, the next one, we're headed over to the Ballon d'Or rankings where one of my dons has been mentioned.
Like for me, having Ruiz over Olise is kind of a bit crazy, and I'm a massive Fabian Ruiz glazer.
I kind
I'm
of
a-
agree.
I'm a Ruiz
2022,
hater.
24. I think
I'm a Glazer. You know.
Yeah, Millie's a
One of
Glazer.
my favorite players.
I think the issue with Fabian Ruiz is that obviously he had an amazing season.
I think
he
at this point we
deserves to
still
be in
haven't
the top
realized
30.
Millie put him 8.
But it's the PSG winning all the trophies thing, and obviously
he was arguably
Integral.
in games. He was one of the best midfielders. He was
Yes.
probably the
Against
best midfielder.
Arsenal,
but-
he was amazing.
Well,
He was
scored
never
that
the best
banger of a goal.
midfielder. He was never even the second best midfielder.
Bro,
that's
arguably he was the best midfielder some games in Champions League for PSG. Some games,
Versus Arsenal?
bro, that's the level of how underrated he is. If Fabian Ruiz was 21 instead, we'd be saying, "Oh my God, this is like."
I think
the
he's
next,
perfectly rated now.
but he's not.
Everybody kind of rates him as integral for that PSG team. But again, Vitinha, Joao Neves, they were integral as well. That PSG team is so stacked. We can't.
He's the
put
most
everybody
replaceable
in it.
player on PSG.
No,
Find me another one out of
He
that
was
starting
not
11.
flashy. He was just not flashy, but this guy was so effective. I loved him.
We still haven't figured out. He
But
put
sure,
them eight.
who's more replaceable than on that starting 11?
Donnarumma. You can talk about replaceability, whatever. The only players that can replace him, if you bring them in, they're costing 100 mil.
Fabian Ruiz just happened to be on the right team at the right time. Agreed. That's the only reason
Yeah,
why
but
that
he
guy
was one of
cooked.
the top midfielders in Serie A when he was at Napoli. and he
I
was
don't
young.
disagree with him, but that's just if Fabian Ruiz is an amazing. That doesn't take away from him being an amazing player.
If Vitinha and Jean Neves, in my opinion, that was the wonder of that midfield.
We didn't even brush over the fact that Millie put Fabian Ruiz 8.
I think we realized later.
Yeah,
maybe
we
through the
realized
comments
later
and
in
stuff.
the video.
Loki dodged the bullet there
But
in that conversation.
It's an interesting conversation because
Wow.
in my opinion, yeah, he was part of that team. So
I
you got to
thought
give him credit,
didn't
but that's a
realize.
lot of credit.
Millie.
I really thought he was one of the best.
Millie didn't speak up that whole
We said it.
conversation.
I
We spoke
remember.
out of him for 5 minutes and Millie didn't speak up once.
Crazy work.
God.
Nah, that's just dodging the smoke because he knew.
Yeah, we did mention it later on in the video though. I'm pretty sure. Definitely.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
crazy.
This
Eight
one I'm
is,
putting not that bad, to be honest.
I'm also good with not that bad.
Bro, Fabian Ruiz last year was demonic.
Okay.
This guy was my favorite.
not. He was nothing
Yes, he was.
special.
Yes, he was.
I'm so
Yes, he
tired of
was.
this gimmick. I'm so fucking tired of it.
You had him
He was
22nd.
fucking nothing special, man. That's why you put him 22nd. You put him 20th.
I put him
I put him
20th.
24th.
I put him 20.
I don't care. He
Bro.
was nothing special. He was just part of a fucking good team. And
No,
this
he
is not.
wasn't.
This is
He
not
was- he
Busquets,
was the
Fabian
main
Ruiz.
reason for, he was one of the main reasons of that team. Vitinha gets all the shine, all the
I agree,
spotlight.
Millie.
Bro, Fabian Ruiz was, oh my god, he was so,
By far the most replaceable player.
no, he,
Left him speechless.
By far. I'll fucking double, triple down on that. This guy will amount to fucking nothing in his career. Nothing.
not, yeah,
He
nothing
already
trophies.
amounted to
Nothing
something.
trophies, yeah, was
Yeah,
nothing.
he won everything now.
Good for you. Good for you. You fucking were a support player in a sextuple winning team.
Support.
Good for you.
Support is crazy.
No, he was a
Bro,
support.
this guy's,
Yeah, but
this guy's the Danny Olmo of PSG.
Let's
fucking irrelevant.
That's
give credit.
disrespect.
Let's give credit to support players. Like you don't have to be the superstar every time. He was a
Sure,
support player
sure.
on an amazing team.
Pacho was a support player.
No, he
In his
wasn't.
best games,
Pacho
he
was
was
the
a support.
best.
In his best games, he took over.
Those guys were not the main protagonists of the team. But even of the secondary cast, he was the last. He was the last.
Yeah, but I think that just says how stacked PSG was.
I
That's
agree.
why I think it's not too bad. 8 is high, yeah, but
you could slot this guy into Napoli right now.
Okay, that's right
and
now.
you have no even Millie, what changed?
This is for Ballon d'Or. What he did that season, he deserved top 10 in my opinion.
You could put him on Napoli and nobody even know who
Yeah,
he
but then
is.
are you going to put every PSG player in the top 10? Just because they're
No, but
part of
as
that?
I said, I thought he was one of the most integral pieces of that team. So
over Nuno Mendes, over Hakimi, over Doué, over
Yeah.
Dembele, over Cavara, over Vitinha, over João Neves, over
And I
Marquinhos,
said
over
they were
Pacho, over
they were all
Donnarumma.
together. They were all together.
I just think 10
like-
players and he's not above any.
I like Fabian Ruiz. Last season, he was one of my favorite players to watch. So
Bro, you have a kink for him, but we'll
That's
put
like,
we'll
give
put him
me
in not that bad.
Iguodala.
yeah, it's literally death beam pointed at Earth. Give me Iguodala.
We'll put it in not that bad, but it's pretty bad to me.
Yeah, interesting take.
So we're putting the Fabian Ruiz shout in the not that bad tier. I think that's definitely acceptable, gentlemen. We're headed back to the Premier League with the next hot take because it is Arsenal in the Champions League.
Not only did Arsenal reinforce basically everything they needed to reinforce, you can say what you want about Gyökeres, but Merino just scored a hat trick on the weekend as
Bro,
of time
point
of
strike at
recording.
that point.
So we have backups on backups. I know Havertz is out. I got first place for Arsenal. They have a favorable draw.
Look
Look at them laughing at me.
Crazy.
With 8-0-0 with a 16-goal difference.
This can't be an actual result.
It's not. It's what's actually gonna happen.
But that's
I'm
looking at the table
and that's what it is.
bro. That's
This is what it told me.
All right, let's.
Tell me their matchup list.
Yeah, we're pulling up their list because this is heinous.
I know they played Inter. I know they play Bayern.
So you think they're going to beat Inter? That's crazy.
Okay, got it.
Inter's not a big club anymore. ChatGPT said it.
Unfortunately, I do believe that Arsenal Inter is going to be a rerun, but Arsenal's winning this time.
We shall see, but
it's not a
Arsenal's
rerun.
fixture list: Athletic Club,
Win.
Olympiacos,
Win.
Atletico,
Win.
Slavia Praha,
Win.
Arsenal versus Bayern,
Win.
Club Brugge,
Win.
Inter,
Win.
Kairat.
Holy Mickey Mouse run.
It
Yeah,
is
that's a
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
I had them dropping points against, if I'm not mistaken, I had them drawing against Atletico Madrid, and I had them drawing points against Inter also, I think, believably.
And
so I
Bayern?
had them fourth. Throw back to the Wenger days where they would finish fourth all the time. I didn't put them second. I could have.
Either 2 or 4.
Just for the memes, you know. But I put them fourth.
I have them under PSG, so I have them 8th, but I'm kind of scared of Arsenal this year. I feel like they could actually...
Eighth with that fixture list? That's some hater shit. Honestly,
I mean-
Firms.
Bro, I respect that. I respect that.
I'm not even hating.
Dap him up, bro.
Let him speak, though. What the are we dapping up for?
Bro,
Holy sweaty.
you're Arsenal.
So biased.
Bro,
I'm not hating.
No, because you keep saying like I'm not an Arsenal hater, but you consistently underrate them.
I've been saying that you guys like improved your team. I like Zubimendi. I like Gyökeres. I just
And the
feel like
fixture list
Yeah,
is
and
easy.
You got a good fair Slavia Praha, Olympiacos, Athletic
it's
Club.
quite easy, but
Kairat,
Bayern,
Brugge.
Bayern, you're not gonna beat because you didn't beat them last year. Inter, it's a fucking toss-up. Atletico Madrid is always a toss-up, even if Atletico
But
Madrid.
I
could
want to
be
know
flops.
what you put as those results to get them to 8th.
losses.
I'm not a hater. I don't hate on Arsenal. I'm just realistic.
Okay, this is a bad take.
Example A.
Obviously, it's a bad take because you're looking at the standing and they're what, first now?
Yeah.
But what I said, I actually
6 wins in 6 games, if I'm not
yeah. What I said all year though, all year I've been rating Arsenal's transfers. I've been rating their way of playing. I think they've definitely got better.
Don't switch up. Stay on that
don't,
side, bro.
Don't switch up.
Bro,
you know I've been rating.
Train is. We're already at. We're like 3 stations away.
I don't want to hop on that train.
No, but
That's
it's
your
gone.
train.
It's gone. Even if you
I
wanted
don't
to.
care.
It sounds like
You
you are.
understand
I hope it
Wolves
derails.
almost stopped that train, right?
Huh?
Wolves almost stopped that train.
No, Man City stopping that train.
Yeah.
But
Conversation.
it's a bad take. It's definitely bad.
8 is low. Like a lot of things need to happen for 8th place, especially with Arsenal. They have. I don't even think they could finish. Could they finish 8th?
No.
place
No,
mathematically?
now no. But if
No.
you put your hater goggles on, it's easy. If you put your hater goggles on before the season starts, you just every toss-up game becomes a loss, which firms did, and the table told them
They've
that
demolished
Arsenal-
everyone. in
Were you
CL.
expecting to beat? I know you were, but like, were you guys expecting Atletico to be
Cook.
beat, Inter to be beat? Inter they didn't even play actually. Bayern to be beat.
Bayern, not so much.
Bro, don't try and group us in this shit, bro. You put them 8th, bro. I put them 4th.
Yeah, but it's because of those losses. I mentioned that.
8-0-0 plus 16 goal difference, bro. I'm still cooking.
I don't know about plus 16 goal difference, but
I mean,
are they
they're
on track.
They're probably on track for plus 16. What do you guys think? How bad of a take? I don't think it's like an all-time horrible take. It's
I'll
more of
put
a
it egregious.
no. The Gyökeres and the Man United are worse. I'm gonna say it's not that bad. It's nothing new for Firms FC to be underrating Arsenal.
I literally rated them.
It looks bad. 8 looks bad.
I mean, it's still in the automatic go through.
Thing about Champions League is that like there's literally a 2-point difference between like 8th and like 5th or 4th. Like the big boys are top 8. Like I'm not saying they're gonna fucking fall out and not even qualify. Like
I'm saying not that bad.
I don't mind.
reserving my
Not
judgment.
that bad. It's not that bad.
Okay, Firms, what would you have put it?
Not that
Your own
bad.
take. Not that bad.
We'll see against Inter.
Gentlemen, on to the next worst take. We're heading over to an overrated draft where Firms, unfortunately, did not predict a Ballon d'Or winner's future correctly.
We're not talking about his Dortmund days. We're not talking about his Barcelona days. We're talking about current day Ousmane Dembele. The brother's overrated. Welcome to Firms FC.
Horrendous shout.
Horrendous shout.
Yes.
This guy, every time he has the ball, he makes the wrong decision.
Listen.
Every time.
Listen, I'm just gonna
Back
say
then,
this.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. I think Ousmane Dembele, take him out of Ligue 1, bit of a fraud in my honest opinion, brother. He has not scored in Champions League so far this season. 1 assist,
Adding Millie to this
zero
one?
Been
goals.
dropped by the coach.
He's been dropped.
Yes, but that's disciplinary reasons. It's not performance.
Well, start behaving, brother. You're shit at football. Start behaving at least.
harassment. It's Riz, but Dembele, it's harassment.
What do you mean? Leao has not.
Leo's been dropped for disciplinary
Leao
reasons.
he has
Dembele
not.
conversation?
Performance issues.
So then he's a justified overrated.
in my honest opinion. That's why he was
At
my.
the beginning of the season, but you haven't watched him in the last 3 games.
Oh, brother, we've been watching together, brother. We've been watching
yeah,
together.
even the Real Madrid game, bro.
We're gonna hold that up.
I will.
like a trophy.
But no, Ousmane Dembele, I disagree completely. I think you really have to. Anytime I watch Ousmane Dembele, a 7 out of 10 gets turned into like a 4 out of 10.
look, yeah, I
You
agree with
need
Firms.
to stop. You need to stop thinking about the Dembele of the past. This is the new Dembele. He's the PSG Dembele. Nobody cares about him anymore. He makes every wrong
he's
pass.
in Ligue 1. That's not because
brother.
In
That's
Champions League,
literally
I haven't
the
seen
reason.
him.
PSG is considered one of the most overrated clubs in the world because they can do it in Ligue 1, but they can't do it anywhere else. Ousmane Dembele right now is the exact same way. He's doing it in La Liga, 5 goals, 6 assists, but he cannot do
I
it
agree,
anywhere
but
else.
I'm telling you, I have other Ligue 1 players, just not Dembele.
Oh my God!
Cheapers.
And don't get me started. Lamine Yamal was the biggest upgrade I've ever seen on
Okay,
Ousmane
but
Dembele.
you're comparing Lamine
100
Yamal.
million transfer to Barcelona, replaced by a La Masia product.
Yeah, but
oh my
that's
God, he's
Lamine
overrated.
Yamal. I understand if you upgrade.
but I don't think
youth product.
Yes, Lamine
Youth
Yamal
product.
is the best player we've seen in the last 10 years, probably.
Ferran
Maybe.
Torres is probably better than Ousmane Dembele. That's a
Millie, originally I just had Firms written down, but you really tried
Yeah,
your
you-
best to jump in here, and you're officially part of this bad take.
You have added yourself into this conversation.
welcome. Welcome to
Gonna
the
be
team.
honest, I forgot I said that.
Because you said PSG are overrated.
Gonna be honest, I forgot I said that.
It just kept getting worse.
It got
too.
worse. I should have paused it. I should have stopped it
Do
right after
not,
Firm spoke.
do not go and check the last minute of this this video because your manager shout was also kind of egregious.
Even worse?
Also mine, but
You said Luis Enrique.
yeah, Luis Enrique.
Wow.
Overrated. This video is off the rails, but this is a horrendous take.
Varvar,
He ends up
I
winning.
know my goat Varvar never missed. I know
Yeah,
he
bro.
didn't-
Low-key,
definitely didn't
this
miss.
year I was Oracle.
Please.
My goat.
Comments,
Do we
comments.
see this glaze?
We haven't gotten to your videos yet.
Do we see this glaze?
This
Billy,
year,
you haven't heard me call him the GOAT? He's the greatest of all time.
I'm
He's
the
the greatest to ever
What are we doing
do
here?
it.
Comment
There's no
section.
better than Varvar FC.
this year,
Go get him,
Can we
Tigers.
all agree I had a good year this year? This year,
No.
Varvar FC was low-key on top.
I gotta
broken
drop the
clock?
gimmick. I gotta drop the gimmick. This guy's opinions have gotten severely worse this year.
no,
A
bro.
broken
This,
clock is right twice a day, bro. This is the one time you're right.
Shoot 100 shots, you're gonna hit 2.
You're gonna hit one at least.
at least.
But yeah, back to the.
That's cap.
Horrendous. I'd say
Horrible
horrendous.
take.
Absolutely.
Absolutely horrendous.
This is
And
my top.
It
guys,
could
we're
be a
gonna
contender.
wait. We're gonna wait to put 2025 worst take because we're gonna have a bunch of absolutely horrendous, and then we're gonna vote
gonna
which one
pick.
was the worst take of the year. This is definitely a contender in
It's
mine.
a contender. Definitely a contender. At
Strong
least-
contender.
At least
Yeah.
it's, well, I mean, firms. We're gonna go down with the ship together, bro. It is what it is.
He did win a Ballon d'Or. There's nothing you could say.
And then PSG ended up winning 6 trophies. You know,
Yeah.
CLV.
Sylvie
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So Varvar, obviously, is trying to claim he's the oracle, but the next take, when I said broken clock, I meant broken clock.
I didn't miss this year.
You didn't hit this year.
Victor
rebuilds.
Gyökeres for 70 million. This may be
So I
the greatest
guessing I
striker
sold
lineup
Mbappe
we've ever
here.
seen on a rebuild.
This can't be good. Let's see this. Let's see this guy downgrade. Let's see him downgrade for the same price. You already sold him.
Shout out Luka Zernic. Give me Alexander Isak.
Didn't even take the
You
shot, bro.
could have bought
That's
Haaland.
not that bad, bro.
You
I
could
just
have bought
bought
Haaland.
Isak.
You have
I just
Haaland
bought
right
Isak,
there, bro.
I didn't. Isak better.
Haaland on a platter.
Then who?
You just lost the draft.
I got 50 million right now in the bank.
You just rage baited all of Madrid. All of
Bro,
them.
this
All the
team is a
Madridistas are
lot. This
clicking
team
off.
is a lot better right now than the Madrid team was. Bro, look at this team: Declan Rice, Bellingham,
Look at this team.
Isak.
Pavard.
What is Pavard doing there?
Pavard.
and Miguel Gutierrez left back.
Bruno Mendes is good.
Bro, your manager
Saliba.
Iraola. You're not even in this draft anymore.
Iraola.
Konate?
You're best manager in the Prem.
So that was just me saying Isak is better than
Mbappe.
Haaland and Mbappe. I think.
We had to make that one quick. That one quick. That's efficiency, Varvar.
Now-
I've never seen a more efficient worst take.
Like dig your own hole. He just used an excavator
words.
to dig his own hole.
Like that might be the quickest heinous worst take I've ever seen. Isak better, 2 words.
The issue
already in.
The issue is.
There's multiple issues.
there's a lot of issues.
Let's dissect it. First
The
Not
of
a
all,
issue
singular
is
issue.
I've rejected the existence of this clip for the last
Multiple
couple
times.
months. You
And
know,
we had to put a spotlight.
but not only that, you sold Mbappe to have the choice to have to get Haaland because you have the budget, and you went for
I
Isak.
threw Luka Zernic down with me too. Shout out Luka Zernic.
so we're adding Lucas Zernic, one of our Patreon
We
dons,
are.
to this.
Who we are. Wow.
I threw him down with me.
I'm low-key already scribing
This
the
is
box.
absolutely horrendous.
I'm already scribing the
Yeah.
box and absolutely horrendous.
Look, not
Yeah,
because low-key, like, Madrid fans, we don't like to admit it, but we've been a worse team since we signed Mbappe. But
But it's not because of Mbappe.
Isak is definitely worse than
But
Mbappe.
it's not only that it was wrong at the time, because it was. It was then proven multiple times wrong. Now it's exemplified. It's at the forefront right here. Alexander Isak is the worst of these of Haaland and Mbappe.
If I would have signed Haaland, that wouldn't have been that bad. Honestly, not a bad shot.
That's a good shot.
No, if you sign Haaland, that's
that would have
good.
been an upgrade, low-key.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that I
don't
didn't
know
sell
about
Mbappe because I probably would have bought Victor Gyökeres at this point, and then we would have had another clip in this one.
This was 7 months ago, so right at the height of that
That Gyökeres
wave.
hype train.
Yeah.
No record amount of people on that Gyökeres train.
Yeah.
So,
Amarim Ball did miracles to him.
We live and we learn.
Yeah.
Sporting is actually doing good without.
so boys, are we putting this in the
Absolutely horrendous. This
Yep.
is absolutely
Absolutely
horrendous.
horrendous.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything higher than that, or what?
No, just
Maybe one day.
maybe worst
No.
take.
Yeah.
So another entry into the absolutely horrendous tier. Stay to the end when we decide what was the absolute worst take of 2025. But gentlemen, we are headed back to our Champions League predictions, where unfortunately some of us had Bayern outside the playoff, outside the top 8.
All right.
Big Don with a lot of reinforcements. Luis Diaz, I think he'll ball out, and it's looking good for them. I think Company has a cool project going on. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at first.
Even Jonathan Tah there too. Like they've tried to reinforce in almost all aspects of the pitch.
Unless Pavlovic overnight becomes the healthiest, most consistent midfielder the Bundesliga has ever seen, they're still starting Goretzka and Kimmich in the midfield, where you have
Not a problem.
And Alfonso Davies is injured for a minute, no?
Musiala
Yeah, he's
too.
injured.
Musiala
Musiala's
injured
out.
for a
That's
minute.
the big one missing.
I mean, sure, they got a great team, and I think Company's pretty competent in CL, but They're 13th for me.
I think what they're trying to play at is they have so much firepower up front that they're just gonna spam as much as they score as much as they can and then hope for the best. So I don't know. I have them in a playoff spot. I have them in the 10th position, but
God damn.
they're my dark
God
horse of
damn.
the tournament.
Dark
having this
horses.
conversation.
Bayern dark horses.
What?
Dark horses cannot be Bayern Munich.
Or
they
can
can't be
be
Bayern.
Bayern.
Oracle. I'm sorry, because Bayern, if you were to make a top 5 most likely to win CL, they're probably there.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
they're
so.
not.
Yeah, they are.
Chelsea are above.
Yeah.
Well,
them.
I have them.
No.
I'm not even gonna cap. I had them 8th, but I'm low key.
You
I have
two
2
eighth?
names
all
written
that,
down.
all that hoopla.
I have them as my potential winners.
But what are you doing?
What the f?
But potential winners.
You can't look at the other teams and say they're potential winners.
Look at those fixture
Musiala
lists. That's a
coming
hard
back,
fixture list,
Alfonso
bro.
Davies coming back. That starting 11 really doesn't look terrible.
It looks great.
True.
with
It
both
looks-
of them
yeah,
back.
it looks
But those
good.
are injuries, and we won't.
And
see
I
them
like
in the-
company. I low-key like company as a manager.
You guys are underrating Bayern, in my opinion. Like, I have them 4th. I went
Proper
crazy
Fez.
because these guys,
Firms
they
FC,
know
we're
how to
up.
win. They
Thank
know
you
how
very
to
much.
score a lot of goals.
So is
And their
Firms the
defense,
Oracle?
No,
we like
I'm
to
the
rip on
Oracle,
Upamecano, but Upamecano since maybe 2 years ago hasn't
Yeah,
really
he's
played
good.
that bad.
What about Conrad Leimer?
He's been good. Like, these players are
Leimer
very
disrespect
serviceable.
will not be
Sure, they're
tolerated
not
in
world class,
2025.
but you look at that front three. Olise is world class now. We can all agree
Diaz,
on that.
bro, Nicholas Jackson as your backup.
That's good. backup.
Amazing.
What about Goretzka
How did I agree that's good?
in the midfield?
Yeah, it's more of a midfield question, but that's why I do think that people are going to be downplaying Bayern right now. I do think that with the Premier League teams that are there, plus Liverpool, Barcelona from last year as well, like I think a lot of people are going to write off Bayern. So
Look, realistically, if they lose one of their next CL games, they could drop. They could drop to that 8th spot. So I think Firms
eighth?
and me, yeah. I mean, there's not much gap.
I just want to mention that Varvar pretends that he's called them. They were CL winners, by far, clear the best team in the world. You put them 8th.
I
bro.
had them winners.
No, you said possible winners.
I
You
had
cupped
them
out.
winners.
You
No,
cupped
check
out.
that. Check the fucking graphic.
Check the tape.
I had them
The
fucking
graphics?
winners.
There's no graphics, bro. We just watched it.
I can, bro.
You
I
said-
have, I have
Got them
proof.
winners.
You
Got them
said.
winners.
You said.
I had them winners. No.
yeah, you had them winners.
From
Look
Yeah.
at Millie. Look at Millie. Look at Millie.
Yeah, exactly.
You said I have them as my potential winners.
from my understanding,
Potential.
though,
So dark horse.
Firms
So you
put-
had them as dark horse
well,
too.
hold up. From my understanding, I'm a bigger Bavarian than Varvar.
No,
So
because I had
Firms-
them winning. You didn't.
So the Bavarian
lift
train
this.
stopping for Firm so they could pick him up.
No,
Just so
for
you know,
Varvar.
the
Varvar?
Firms
No, it's
had
been
Liverpool.
full route.
Firms had Liverpool winning CL.
No, I didn't. I had Barcelona. Even worse.
I don't know if that's even worse.
Outing yourself out is crazy.
But
I
yeah.
don't think this is. You know, I'll give my case, and then you make your minds. I don't think this is that bad because it's still early enough in the season that I haven't been proven. Like they didn't go win a CL.
I'll put it egregious.
No, I think this is in the
This is
the
not
Arsenal 8th conversation.
No.
It's not
Why?
that bad, bro. I put them 13th, and I said unless Pavlovic becomes the healthiest player in the. I said unless
13 is
Pavlovic
very
is healthy.
low.
Yeah, 13 is low,
very
bro.
low. Like they're
So-
more than half.
I'm pretty
above
sure
that.
Pala had Juve higher, if I'm not mistaken. in the video.
You're probably not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I'm biased.
Adding that to the worst takes. Do we have a new entry?
How did that not filter
When it
through?
comes to Juve, I'm very biased.
So Pala had Juve 10th and Bayern 13th.
Not my proudest rating.
Okay, so we have 2 ratings right here. We have 2 ratings.
First
Which one? Which one are
First
we?
put Juve at 13.
Show me.
Firms did put Juve at 13, but he didn't put Bayern under Juve. So
Juve at the 13.
Not how it works, man. Napoli at the 12. Okay, this is Firms gets a new entry.
Bro, low key, I think you guys
that
we
City
all
at
deserve
tucking
an entry.
ritual in the middle.
We all deserve an entry. Low key, this is heinous.
But yeah, I mean, I don't mind the not that bad because it is kind of comparable to Arsenal 8th. But I would go egregious, but you guys can put in not that bad.
Actually, yeah, if Arsenal 8th, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'd
saying.
say so.
If not, maybe Arsenal 8 might be a little bit worse because they're first.
So we're gonna be putting that Bayern shout in the not so bad tier. Boys, let's head over to the next clip where we're at the box. He's talking about Miles Lewis Skelly. There, but with Bournemouth definitely deserves to be on this list.
Breakout player
The
of the
next
season.
one, Lewis Skelly.
Scared. Bro, listen, he won't get the praise of a guy like Doué because he's not fresh. scoring goals. and
Holy
he's not
Varvar
flashy.
cooking.
But Skelly has become at such a young age. I don't understand how this guy jumps into Champions League knockout games and is one of the best players on the field.
Okay, I'll say it because no one else has the balls to say it. What the is he doing on this list? This guy played.
he definitely
First of
deserves
all,
to be
didn't
on
even
this
play the
list.
first half of the season.
But breakout, he broke
second
out.
second
Played
half of
38
the
games,
season.
though.
Okay. Premier League,
Who's
he
the
was
Man
not
City
good.
guy we put on the team?
CL, he was good. No, he's a good
Ramos?
player. I'm not saying he's not a good player.
Where was he not
I'm
good in the
saying,
Premier League?
brother, look at everyone
My
else
face
on
when
the,
I
look
lie.
at
The
everyone
face
else on
when
this
I
list. Everyone else on this list was a solid starter and probably team of the season shouts for the entire
low-key
season.
hit.
Lewis
No, you
Kelly's
didn't.
not even a top 3 left back right now in the Prem.
He's youngest on this list.
Bro, yeah, but maybe next year you could be on this list.
Yeah.
You,
So he
weren't- you
doesn't-
didn't even play the first half of the year.
I don't care. Definitely broke out though, I would
Look
say.
at the rest of
But-
this list and
but
then look
there-
at Lewis
okay,
Kelly.
I get it.
Yeah.
There's levels.
So Paulo wanted Miles Lewis Skelly in this category, but Desiree Doué ended up winning. Miles Lewis Skelly entry though, is that a not bad?
Like I've been saying, if we were too quick on the Lewis Kelly hype train last year.
I disagree.
Like he hasn't started a Premier League game this year. I will keep saying that until he actually starts a Premier
But
League game.
Varvar, does it matter?
Yes.
Does it matter?
Yes.
Okay, if you don't watch, you don't watch.
There's nothing to watch. He doesn't play.
8.2.
You didn't.
8.2.
No, but it's not. It's not rage bait. You didn't watch Arsenal
8.7.
Atletico.
I don't need to watch. We did watch Arsenal Atletico on stream.
Okay, and Miles Lewis Kelly played the whole game. Did you watch Arsenal Bayern?
Yes, we watched that.
Miles
on
Lewis
stream.
Kelly played the whole game.
But playing the game doesn't mean that you played well,
He got an assist.
He played well in both games. I don't know what you're waffling about,
bro.
Your only
we're
argument.
in fucking January and you're bringing up 2 specific games.
Calafiori is the Premier League starter. So
So
why
put him in breakout player of the season.
do you rate Calafiori?
Yeah.
He hasn't played in Champions League. He hasn't played in Champions League. How can I rate a player if he doesn't play in Champions League?
17 appearances versus fucking 3. Congrats.
Not 3, 6.
I don't know. I think this is it's not bad. Like I think at the context around it, like that he did have a breakout year. Like
Hala
this is not
FC
bad.
has so little bad takes. They gotta put shit that I low-key cooked on to get me into
Low-key
this.
No, because now hindsight's showing like he's not playing. Right
Yeah,
now. Like, he's
anyways,
getting
guys,
He's
minutes.
playing just as much as he did last year.
Anyways, guys, the Gyökeres transfer was fucking hidden this season. So
I missed.
Arsenal going hitting.
I missed. The clock is sometimes wrong. It's not always wrong.
It's
It's
wrong
sometimes.
twice
Just a little behind.
The clock is wrong
Mine's
twice a
wrong
day.
twice a day.
So the boys want to put this shout in the low-key cooked tier. I mean, let us know in the comments down below if you would have put it in that category, gentlemen. The next one, though, we are headed to our Premier League predictions. And I think we all know where this is going.
They were already first, and they spent how much this summer? 250.
200 plus.
Depending on the
Isaac?
the Isak transfer. I'm keeping them first again.
It's hard to not put them first.
Keeping them first
This
again.
Not
team
that
is
hard.
looking very good.
It's not that hard.
I'll just say I'm putting them first as well, but I think Varvar
Bro, there's
the
no
last
way.
word here.
They're first.
Okay.
But
Hype it up.
there's really
Holy.
no
Bro,
there's no debating.
if you didn't get KTK, I'd probably still put them first, but
They were first
They could have signed no one that would have still.
TK's nasty.
we're-
And
Barbara, you
Florian
too?
Wirtz, I haven't been so like positive about that transfer, but you still signed a very
Just a
good player.
baller.
Yeah, no, that
And
this.
hence, young player of the season, Florian Wirtz.
Haven't been
Doubling down?
It's not a cop out. He's Tripling just gonna down be potentially.
potentially.
The best player, best young player in the world.
22
Give me a hat
years old.
trick.
Guy just
in the
fits
Prem.
into our criteria.
No way you added Isak
Yeah.
in there
We
too.
will
So
take
that's
that.
the thing that you were trying to hide.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
Barbara
and
FC can't think that far, you know?
player of the year, Salah, back to back.
Yeah. That's,
Not crazy.
I will
With the jersey.
Bro, watching his Champions League campaigns and towards the end of Liverpool's Champions League campaign, Salah ghosting in big games.
how many times does he need to prove you wrong, old man?
Never. I've never been like that about Salah until right now. Bro, those spoke volumes. When you were like a fucking ghost versus big teams,
Kind of oracle.
I've never seen Salah be that type of ghost.
I will say,
Still the best player in the Prem.
Look,
No, no, no.
Haaland player of the season, right? And he doesn't ghost in big games.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
he doesn't.
When did he become a ghost?
I will say, we will see a Salah digression, but I don't think as much as maybe people are expecting.
What
It
what
went
do we
worse.
consider
You
as a
just hit
digression?
That's
a
the thing.
potential
That's the
Ballon
thing.
d'Or season. Like,
Holy
sure, you can digress, bro. You're allowed to.
You've done enough.
Perfectly fine with me.
But Livin Saliba Loca would like you to have a Ballon d'Or season. The first overall pick.
What I got out of that,
Holy.
you dug yourself a deep grave.
Yeah, this was.
you
absolutely-
dug
already
yourself
in the
a
ground.
deep one too.
I'm already in the ground.
And I didn't know I said this shit. I know.
not
I didn't
for
know
real.
I said this. I'm about to live this for the next 6 months.
This is absolutely horrendous. This is low-key a very
This
much
is,
a big
uh,
contender.
Yeah.
For me, a winner. For me,
I didn't know I don't remember doubling down. that
Florian
much.
Wirtz, young player of the season,
And
made it
then
even
Salah.
worse.
Then Salah player of the year. Like I could not have put more eggs. I could not have put more eggs in a singular
That's crazy.
basket. Yeah, this is a Millie whiff.
This
You can
is
put my
really
name on
bad.
it.
But this is everyone's whiff. Look at that.
This is a box-to-box whiff.
Well, it's bad on me because even as an Arsenal fan, that's
You still said
plus
Yeah.
bias, and I
Low-key a
still said
cucking ritual.
Liverpool.
Low-key a cucking
Yeah.
ritual.
No, I'm not denying it.
You know what's funny is that I had Arsenal fourth in this video and it went completely.
Okay, so now where do we add that one? Where do we put that one?
That's an honorable. I think there might be an honorable mention at the end or two.
Yeah, I think that
You said
definitely makes
fourth?
the cut.
I said Arsenal.
And you said
fourth.
Chelsea
I had,
above them, right?
Yeah, he did.
I had Chelsea
City.
second,
City third.
Man City third, Arsenal fourth,
And where Manchester United fifth?
Manchester United fifth. Yeah, but I still believe in that.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So our Liverpool prediction will be in the absolutely horrendous tier. Gentlemen, before we get to the worst take of 2025, we do have an honorable mention. In the video, this individual asked for it to be in the worst takes video, and this was 10 months ago. We're gonna have to roll it just for the culture.
Good, I'm going for Gyökeres.
Gyökeres over
is
Isak is
Atletico Madrid's
very much of a
new
selection.
striker.
Low-key
Isak
For
will be
Atletico?
staying at Newcastle.
Unless I say something.
Can this make a video for worst takes of 2025 or no?
Clip it, bro. Clip it and save it for the
That's
end of the
today.
year.
I'm taking Gyökeres
Early submission.
over Isak any day of the week. There's your clip, bro. 2026. I'll see you there.
Yeah, but that would
That's a rough. Hey,
Ticket
listen,
booked.
it is what it is.
He made that one a bit too easy.
I mean,
Hey, look, Isak's not even good, but he's way better than Gyökeres.
but do I become the oracle for saying that I would be in the 2025
No.
worst takes of the year?
We are not celebrating losses.
Like
It's liftable.
This
But I
is-
called it.
This is brought up. This
liftable.
is only added simply because it was asked.
It's liftable. It's crazy.
It's liftable.
Is this liftable?
So if I say something absolutely horrendous,
Yeah, go ahead. This is your free entry for next year.
Guys, Vinny is so much better than Mbappe. 2026 worst takes bucket.
We're gonna have to book it. We're gonna have to put it in. I have no
Oracle.
choice.
Let me get one in.
Okay, go.
Vinicius Jr. will get sold to Saudi Arabia this summer. I'll see you in
Not a
2026.
bad take.
Not a bad take. That's not so bad. That's not bad tier. Okay.
That's
Loki
Loki
Cook
Cook.
situation.
Firms, you have one for.
Wait, let's
for
call it a
next
Ballon d'Or winner. Let's farm it.
Wait, no. Let's all give one prediction now for the next year that we could look back on next year and say that's absolutely horrendous, but you have to stick to it.
year?
Okay.
Exactly. If I say Inter will absolutely clobber Arsenal in the Champions League,
Such a small thing. That's not
is
getting
that too small?
Too small.
Sure. Inter's gonna go to the final again.
By this time next year, next January, Man United are going to be in a title race. Book it.
No reaction.
We'll see.
Kind of fraudulent. I don't know. I don't have one. Whatever.
Arsenal will have lifted the Champions League this time next year. They will have a Champions League in their cabinet.
And book that one for next year, okay?
That
Let's see.
one's a low-key
That one's a
oracle
bit too
moment.
easy. That's a bit of a clip farm right there.
The thing is, I was gonna say someone Ballon d'Or, but maybe Declan Rice Ballon d'Or. If Arsenal win it, like who do they give it to?
Who says no, right?
Lautaro back on the Ballon d'Or shortlist?
No, that's not happening.
Firms.
I have to book it.
Pedri will be a top 3 podium Ballon d'Or,
Thank you.
and Yamal will win the Ballon d'Or.
With 5 goals and assists.
Yeah.
I got it.
Also, you're a stat merchant.
Sadly, the voters for Ballon d'Or are, yeah.
Anyways, Bruno Fernandes.
Best mid in the world.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, the time has come. We have to decide what was the worst take from Box to Box in 2025. Can you go over the nominees?
So right now in absolutely horrendous, we have Dembele overrated. So the Ballon d'Or winner overrated.
PSG
That one's
overrated
really
as
bad.
And I remember as soon as Firm said it, he started scoring. So like that was like a
Right away.
right away.
It was the jump start.
Isaac better
Pretty
than Mbappe. And
pretty bad.
Liverpool first from all of us.
Yeah, they're all really bad, but
With Avert's young player of the season and Salah player of the season.
That one's
Salah.
unbeatable. It's unbreakable.
I don't know. For me, I'm low-key voting a Dembele overrated.
That one's really bad, but bro, we got 3, 4 plus 2. We got 6 bad takes in 30 seconds.
But the issue is that it's not done yet. You know what I mean? It's not done yet. Like Dembele, it's done. Like,
I see what
he
you're saying.
won the Ballon d'Or.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
He won, but that Liverpool, like, bro, that goddamn Vert's young player and Salah player.
Yeah, I see what you're saying
yeah.
though. With it's already done.
It's already done. Like
I'm going Dembele overrated, but you guys can go whatever you want.
Cuck.
I'm gonna say Liverpool first, but I'm okay with Dembele overrated.
Yeah, me too.
So it's up to Melly.
Cut?
It's a cuck thing.
2-1. We're not ending on a tie, so
Oh, so we
you have your answer.
We have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to Dembele overrated.
Yeah,
You're right, it's done. It's done. Dembele overrated.
Unreal jinx.
Saying he's overrated, and then me saying PSG is an overrated club, and then
That's true.
They win 6 trophies.
5.
Six.
Well, 6 after.
Continental
Yeah,
Cup.
it's Continental Cup. Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with that.
Not a good look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a good look. So I think we could crown
Okay.
that as the worst take.
I'm good with that. Because it's happened.
There's a reality where a possible, very small percentage chance that Salah comes back and he has a decent second half of the season, Verts as well, and Liverpool as well. So
But there's also a reality where Salah gets shipped out in January after I said he was player of the year.
Live and
then I low-key get take of the year in the boxies. So.
Loki.
So there we have it. We have the worst take of 2025. Thank you to everyone on our Patreon who submitted their worst takes. And gentlemen, it's been a really wild 2025.
Do you have any advice or anything you guys want to tell the viewers before we go into the new year? I just want to tell
Advice?
them.
Advice.
You guys
Advice,
got
don't
You think
Test
you're,
it,
you think you're an
stocks.
unk?
all you guys got to do is lock the fuck in. You guys are able to do anything you put your mind to. Lock the fuck in.
Dude.
New year, new you.
My advice: do not invest in Varvar stocks.
That's a good advice.
You see, I'm
don't-
locked in. I
I'm-
worry about myself. These guys worry about me.
I'm not taking advice from Varvar, and that advice is crazy. But I just do want to thank everyone. That's something that I
Yeah.
definitely do want to do.
Cut.
No, because bro, for real, not just
You guys, lock the fuck in.
this guy thinks he's gonna be in a compilation. He's not. Bro, you ain't getting in no comp. You ain't getting no
Bro.
world tour.
Bro, Varvar, thank the patrons, bro, at least.
No, not just the patrons. Also, if anybody's still at this point in the video, first of all, thanks for getting this far in the video. But thank you guys for supporting us all year long. Because genuinely, whether it's the comments on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, long podcasts, we really appreciate it. Without you guys, we cannot be doing this. So that's one thing I really wanted to say from.
And shout out
Deep in
to
the heart.
also shout out to everyone on the Box to Box team. You guys have made
Yes.
this year amazing.
dons.
So I don't know if you guys are still
I'm on
watching
the
also
team.
at this part. So everyone on the team, you guys are the goats.
We
Also
made it.
you guys, amazing year from you guys. So
Yeah. Grazie.
I'll do the cucking ritual at this point. in
Thank
the
you,
video.
everyone.
Peace out.